What is up, disc golf fans, and welcome to the 2023 Maine State Championships, presented by High Roller Lobster Company, elevated by Thoughtspace. We are here for round 2 coverage. We are at the Bittersweet Ridge Disc Golf course, the north side. My name is Chris German, co-founder and co-owner with none other than Derek Skoll. How you doing, bud?
Hello, everyone. I appreciate everyone tuning in. We have quite a treacherous course to watch on this round 2 here. Paul Krans in the lead, our 2022 AM Worlds winner.
Yeah, Mark Chapalonis as well, known as Marky Chap. You've seen him quite a bit in the New England area. Clint Calvin, California boy, Team Innova, making there as well. And James Proctor, that final spot on the card.
All right, hole 1, par 4, 494 feet. Shout out to Central Coast Disc Golf for giving us the drone layout for this. Due to weather, we were not able to get it for ourselves.
Yeah, this first hole here, good starting hole, I think. This course is going to be very, very technical. A lot of par 4s as well. You want to throw over this road that's OB, get over to the other side, and should have about a 150-foot approach, 200-foot approach.
All right, second on the block.
Paul does just that, and Paul has been tearing up the pro scene on not just the east side in the mid-Atlantic, but over in Colorado at 303 Open. I mean, this kid has so much talent, and his putting stroke is absolutely amazing. So I'm very excited to see him play as Marky Chap. Team Thoughtspace as well, as he puts that in a really good spot.
To us from San Diego, California, Clint Calvin.
Clint Calvin, new to Innova this year. California boy, so down in the San Diego area. So
If I remember correctly, I believe the last time we had Clint on the coverage was for LVC a few years ago.
it's been a minute, so I'm very excited to see him.
He's a long way from home.
That flips up very nice. As this was just a couple days before Worlds. We're about 4 hours north of Smugglers for where Worlds was, and a lot of players made it out to this event.
And we see James lining up a big Anheuser shot. Quite honestly, I'm kind of in awe. Probably the only time in the event that you see anyone taking that. As you can see, it's very rough over there on the left. So if you don't commit to that turnover, you're going to find yourself in trouble.
Oh, that's gone forever.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this. I mean, you're kind of breaking the hole. I think next year they'll probably see a Mando on that tree where the T sign is to prevent this. Because as bigger and better players come here, they're going to break the hole and do things like that and put themselves within 100 feet.
And that's to say that if this course is even included, there are a lot of really great courses in the area. So only time will tell to see how the staff would like to proceed.
Yeah, Maine has such amazing courses for kind of being tucked up in the Northeast here. Really, some of the best courses in the country are up here in Maine. So it's cool to finally be here. Gatekeeper has been trying to get to Maine for a lot of years now at this point. So just grateful that we're able to show this place.
And that works, I guess, for James.
Yeah, everyone well inside the circle here.
You're good.
And Paul will be the first one to connect to start off this star frame. Yeah, pretty amazing stuff there from James. Good way to start the round there for the boys. We're going to move into hole 2. 200-foot par 3, and this is kind of what the course is going to be all about. Very tight, very technical, a lot of trees to miss, and a lot of elevation on the greens here. So you kind of have a little bit of a backstop, but it's on such a steep, the basket's on such a steep hill that, I mean, no landing zone is safe.
Yeah, and of the two courses, this is coming in as the shorter course, but highly technical, so we're not going to see any easier play, that's for sure.
Yeah, this course, very, very challenging. It makes you throw a lot of very unique shots, which is really cool. Like a turn, like a hyzer flip, and then have it keep drifting right at the end of the flight, and then maybe flex back at the end. It's you got to get unique here, which is really, really cool to see, being from the Northeast and playing this type of golf. James does it the best, it looks like. Great shot from him.
We have Clint just chipping away. It is something to note that, you know, being a West Coast boy, Southern California, you see a great putt from Markey. A lot of park golf in Southern California, so this is probably the exact opposite of that.
Yeah, you could almost consider this damn near mountain golf with these greens.
Yeah.
This Clint is going to erase that birdie with a bogey.
Oh, man. Paul with a great connection for his 2.
Yeah, it's already starting. I'm going to keep talking about his putting stroke, but I truly think his putting stroke is on its way to being some of the best out there. It's kind of a nice stabby putt, similar to Gann and Burrs. Couple birdies for these guys to start off the round, and that's what you want to see out of lead card. This hole came in quarter stroke under par, so pretty easy for the field.
Hole 3 is a 390-foot par 4 going directly uphill, turning to the right. You're going to get over the crest of that hill, having it fade slightly downward and to the left.
Yeah, uphill here on this first shot, so don't let the distances fool you at 390. Paul's not going to make it to the top of the hill.
Whoa. I'd say neither is Chappie.
Kind of have 2 lanes you can take. You have this left gap, which the righties kind of throw this little flex shot. And you also have a left gap there. That kind of skids up almost too far. Should be okay, but never know once we're at the Y. And that was inches from greatness. So he gets caught up right at the top of the hill. Is going to kick him right.
Hard to tell exactly where that one went. Really no room for a run up there, so Markey's going to elect for the standstill, kind of patent pending.
Great shot there from Paul. After hitting early, should be able to get up and down for par. So Mark's going to get caught up early.
Not quite to the top of the hill yet for Clint.
James went so far over that he has to throw this cheeky little flex forehand, and he does just that, putting himself inside the circle. Clint's still giving himself a little work there. That is not an easy putt. Wow. Oh, no.
There really isn't much more you can do. He hit strong side and it just didn't take.
Scary putt for James. And for that reason, if you don't connect. Clint's able to save his par. He was a little closer than I thought. I actually thought James was closer as well. So good to see Clint there.
No turkey dinner for Marky Chap just yet.
Yeah, first blemish coming relatively early. This course leads for a lot of bogeys. It's one of those courses, if you kick early, sometimes it just puts you in automatic bogey. And sometimes you get the bogey when you miss the comebackers.
That seemed to be a little heavy-armed as well.
Tough 3-putt there for James.
Elevate.
Got it.
Elevation for your mind.
All right, hole 4, par 3, 370 feet, 113 meters. So we could see down by the green just a lot of trees to contend with. A couple different lanes to kind of get to the basket. The initial gap, or fairway, I should say, is right there for you. It's kind of once you get down to the green, hopefully staying clean.
I'll take that. Good one. Thank you.
Paul catches one of the last trees there, but it's about 50 feet or so. We know he can make that range. A little too much from Clint there. And out of the hand, Markey does not like it. Flips it over just a little too much. Great shot from James. And that kind of wrist rolling away a little bit too.
Yeah, not the bid he was looking for. You hear him complaining about putting fresh putters in the bag. So putting with what he was used to, changing it up. Great save from Clint. Let's
Yeah,
see
that is
again.
a great birdie for the Gatekeeper rewind. First one of the event. Trees in Mark's way. A little tougher putt for him. Man.
I think probably Paul has probably one of the coolest putts, meaning like calm, cool, collected.
Yeah, he finds a way to put the disc in the basket. Kind of no matter where he is. He could be 75 out and he could be 10 feet out. He is consistently putting it in the basket.
Yeah, and they all look the same.
Good par save there from James. He's able to recover after having a 3-putt on the last hole. So he's moving up now.
Paul currently the only one with no blemishes on the card. All right, hole 5, par 3, coming in at 184 feet. You got rolling hills here, and look at this steep hillside where the basket's tucked in. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, very short hole here. I mean, this is basically a must-get for these guys. You have the back slope. I mean, you just do that right there and take your birdie and move on.
Yeah, and you don't really have much room to kind of play the higher route. So you really do have to kind of commit to either right at it or coming up short and leaving yourself an uphill putt. Wow, little grip lock here from Marky. As you can see, I wasn't quite ready for that one.
James still bottom of the box. Let's see if he can maybe put it in the basket. We did have Charlie Goodpasture get an ace here last year on this hole. So.
That was
That
close.
one almost went in. But yeah, 3 of them in the bullseye, so we're going to see that one again.
Oh, man.
Nice shot. Good go.
Right in the middle, just a little right.
Even Mark hitting early, still able to give this a good bid for birdie.
I think he was graced with a good tree kick there.
Another birdie for Paul. That's going to put him 4 down through 5. As he shows no signs of slowing down. Clint with the birdie as well. Lead card doing what lead card should. We're going to move into hole 6, par 4, 602 feet. Really like this hole. Very straight, rolling hills here. You have trees to contend with on both the left and the right, and then on this green, your second shot, you have this nice sloping fairway down to the green. Really changes with the elevation on that second shot, which I really like. All into that speed control and distance.
Didn't quite get the late flip that he was hoping for, but should find himself in a relatively clear spot.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets stuck behind a tree or anything, but he got really far down the fairway. That really
didn't have the
bad
height.
ground action. Yeah, bad cut roll there. Great angle and great line, just too low.
So we're seeing quite an array of the shots here. Two left, two right, and one just a little too low. So let's see if Marky can bring it home.
Kind of similar to James, so good spot though.
Yeah, stayed on the top of that bump.
Great shot, dude.
But yeah, this second shot, I love this second shot. And I love that shot from Markey. So that's going to put him well inside the circle. So Clint gets caught up. He's going to stay up at the top of the hill.
Oh, a little
James
roll.
not really getting. Oh yeah, look at that. Not getting all the way down the fairway, but a little jump putt approach from Paul, and he just makes it look easy. Proctor probably 90 out. Cans the putt. Man, we're getting some really nice putting here in this second round.
Probably
Better
because
conditions.
it's such a necessity as well.
Yeah, you're putting from circle 2 a lot out here. Better conditions right now as well compared to day 1. Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Paul not able to get the birdie. A little bit of a roll away, but should not be a problem here. He's able to clean up par.
All of them. 2 on this hole, right? 3 through 6.
Chapalonis, great birdie from him. His second shot was very good there. Kicked that last tree, but nonetheless, that was going to be right under the basket.
Hole 7, another par 4 coming in at 509 feet. Real tight fairway, going to be gradually moving from right to left. Then we have a split and then kind of snakes right back up to another green right there on a hillside.
Yeah, this hole, very, very technical. Not a lot of wiggle room here. I mean, we're 15 feet basically the whole way down the fairway. I think kind of depending on where you land, kind of can force what you're going to throw on your second shot. So we'll see what James has after that look.
Yes.
I had the right height there to carry him down.
That was a great shot from Mark. He'll be looking right at the basket on that right gap, I believe. Should be a pretty routine hyzer or a straight shot.
Paul coming in at a similar line. It's a little
Yeah,
further
just hit that
left.
last little tree.
Clint riding that right edge, gets a skip, and then gets stopped up by this stump.
Still good spot to be. Paul getting creative and does not get him all the way down the fairway. He will be scrambling for par at this point.
Oh, I wanted that roller to work so bad.
Yeah, these guys are in a great spot to just throw a nice little straight shot right into the green. Man, those stumps have really been hurting Clint on this hole. So that's the second one to stop him short.
Marky's going to have a putt from there, but does square up that guardian tree.
Stay.
Well,
Oh,
that's just mean.
Course is going to be taken a little from Paul. Let's see if he can throw up a Hail Mary and do something amazing.
Well, if he's dropping a knee, the chances are he's going to make it.
What? No way.
No knee needed. Let's see that
What an
again.
amazing par save. Man, this Paul Krans he is going to be coming for some of these Pro Tour guys very soon. I mean, he's already performing on the Pro Tour very well. Already 10-20 rated. I mean, this kid's got it all.
He's cold-blooded, man.
Good birdie there from Clint.
And it was really nice to kind of have Paul on the card. His dad was his caddy, so getting a chat with him and hearing about what Paul's plans are for next year and things like that. So everybody should keep an eye out because you're definitely going to be seeing his name a lot more.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the future of disc golf as we're going to move into hole 8, another par 4, coming in at 572 feet. Boy, there are so many trees to miss here. We have a nice dog leg right. Very technical second shot. It's kind of like a little turnover shot. Very, very tricky hole here.
Thank you.
It's a good shot there from Mark. Out of the hand, this looks really good from Clint. And that is perfect.
Yeah, nestled right up there to the top side of that hump. That was a little early from James, and kicking further left. We're going to have to wait and see what his lie looks like.
So we get a forehand out of Paul here. And that flips up real nice.
Just a little low. Kind of takes away the ground play a little as it digs right into that hillside.
It's about all James can do there. A nice little hyzer shot for placement. So he'll be working for his par. Paul in a pretty decent spot here.
Forehand, circles edge.
Just close enough to this tree that I think it's a little bit of a nuisance, but he's able to get a full swing and executes.
Yeah, and like a lot of people, you think, oh, well, it's, angular, but a lot of that's like mental game too, where, the last thing you want to do as a performing athlete is smack the back of your hand into something and potentially take yourself out of the game.
Yeah. Creates for weird release angles and stuff too. As James making easy work of it. Will be able to save his par, no problem. It's Marky Chap. Putting that right under the basket as well. Should be an easy birdie for him. He's human, folks. Misses his putt, but should secure the par as Clint's starting to put together a nice round here. Gets himself another birdie. James just outside of bullseye. Collecting his par as well. So this hole came in 0.13 over par. So we've been really jumping back and forth between under and over par on these holes. So a lot of scoring separation happening out here.
And we see 3 pars in a row from Paul. So let's see if he can bring it back here at hole 9, par 3, 206. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Tight off the tee, angled green. Really, you just want to throw something level at low speed, let it carry.
Yeah, just something nice, flat, and straight. Just let it hit that hillside. And man, Clint is getting the worst luck with this ground play.
Fucking gorgeous, bud.
Perfect shot there
Yeah,
from
and
Mark.
Oh, making catch cam Dave dance a little.
Little roots in there. I'll take what I can get. Yeah.
Nice lofty, soft landing. Seemed like he may have hit a root as well, kicking him over, but that shouldn't be too dangerous for James. Pin high, definitely in his wheelhouse.
Interesting to see Paul at the bottom of the box here. We don't see that often, as that is a miscue, but somehow gets through. Good putt there from Clint. He is warming up. That is a turkey.
Textbook for James.
He has these guys doing what lead cards should, racking up these birdies. Should see another star frame as long as Mark's able to get a clean lie.
Did you see it stuck in that stump there?
His disc was stuck in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. And Paul getting CTP after having the biggest miscue of everyone. It's funny how that works sometimes, as we're going to have a star frame to close out this front 9. As we take a look at these scores, very well scores from our card overall. A couple 5s, a couple 4s. They're doing what lead cards should. Put up the birdies, keeping the pace, and just playing really good technical golf.
Yeah, Clint with an early blemish, but right on the heels of Paul. So let's see how it plays out on the back 9. Thank you for tuning in to the front 9 here at Bittersweet Ridge. I'm looking forward to seeing you then.